setting today. We're at the library, my local library. I'm stuck in like a booth in a corner. It feels kind of awkward having to talk out loud in public. I never do this, but what do you guys think about the hair? Same thing as yesterday, Loki. Well, same thing as the other one. So I filmed yesterday and I edited everything yesterday. So it's just me like trying to get as many episodes done as I can before I don't have any time. But right now I have a lot of time. I have like an hour or so to kill before I go to the gym, and I get to talk about like just a little cute life update, so I can, I don't know, have something to film and have something to talk about. It's not gonna be too long, I hope, but I feel like I have a lot, and it's a lot easier for me to film and edit these podcasts more than like a regular video. Like, I'm struggling. Someone give me a master class on Adobe Pro, like Adobe period, because I don't know how to edit on there. I used Adobe Express to edit the last episode and it was so much better, thank God. Anyways, Loki, this semester I was so stressed for no reason. So I was like, I was breaking out right here. No. So I was breaking out like crazy for no reason. So yeah, it hurts my feelings that I was breaking out so fucking bad. And I was stressed for nothing. Literally nothing, because I had no reason to stress out. I had no reason to be so dramatic about it. But apparently I was stressed. So I was stressed for the start, and then I started breaking out, and then now it's kind of calmed down, like the settlement of like my classes, my schedule and everything, because I feel like I haven't gotten settled yet, but now I have, so finally getting like all the classes, getting through it. I just submitted my first assignment for once for my statistics class. I feel so peak, like absolute peak now. Like, I was so smartness. I was giving like, I was giving high IQ. Yeah, because literally half the time I can't figure out anything for statistics, and I figured out how to do the programming on the statistics programming we use, and I figured that out by myself without the TA's help. Peak. And I submitted it today, even though it's due next week. So yeah. So I did that, and it stressed me out. I spent all day working on it. I've been looking at a screen since like 1 p.m. It's about to be 6. Yeah. We taking it back now. I do have stuff to do for bio that are due tonight that I haven't done yet, but I'll get to that. And then I have corrections to do, and I have my 200 assignment to finish that are all mainly due Sunday. And then I have 407, which is like my abnormal psych class that I need to do my readings and my notes for it. Yeah. I just have a very like heavy workload. I'm not taking like, sorry for like the noise that is happening outside of here. It's out of my control. But I'm trying to hold this mic as close as I can so you can hear me talk. Yeah. But basically I'm just taking a lot of high level classes right now that are kind of making me tweak. Yeah. Making me tweak to the highest degree. Yeah, I took a coffee, trying to get my energy up a little bit because I have to go to the gym. I'm trying to consume as much food as I can. I'm not stuffing my throat with like a lunch or anything. I'm just trying to like get as much food as I can to have energy at the gym to do anything. Down with that coffee while I was in class. That shit was so good. So good. Such a good coffee for once. But I haven't been drinking any water. And I have to go to the Commons to get ice, because I feel like, because this shit needs ice, bro. Like, I cannot live. Can you guys feel the same way as me, where you need hella cold ice to get through the day? Like, I need hella cold ice to get through my day. I remember one night I went to sleep at like not a reasonable time, but a good time for me, honestly. And I like filled this thing with like a bunch of ice and a lot of water too, so it's like equal. And I like sleep next to it, and I would wake up in the middle of the night parched, and I'd be grabbing my water bottle, and I'd let that kid like 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 I look so stupid, but I'm like, try to stay hydrated, babe. And I had to pee so bad that whole day. But yeah, I like drank a ton of water that night. Like I kept waking up to drink water, super parched. Yeah. But yeah, like I feel like everyone is kind of like at peak stress right now because they're like the anticipation of classes. But I feel like over time we're gonna like lower that down. And what's pissing me off, oh my god, what's pissing me off so much is the amount of people at the gym. Like, why do I have to stay 2 hours at the gym? Like, why? I fucking hate that shit, honestly. Like, it pisses me off so bad. Like, I do full body, so I need one of each. And so, like, I'm not particularly looking for one specific machine per day, but I'm looking for, like, all the machines, right, that I need, or, like, the dumbbells and whatever. And I can't even fucking do that. Like, I can't even fucking do that, and it pisses me off so bad. I just hate the amount of people that are at the gym. It's honestly atrocious. It feels like I'm like in a war zone. Absolutely. Like I gotta fight for the fucking Smith machine. Yeah. Never doing that again. Never again. But that's literally what happened not yesterday. 2 days ago. 2 days ago. That's what happened, where I had to like literally fucking be on their asses for the Smith machine. It was pissing me off because I needed to do hip thrust. Girl, it's not that deep, bruh. And if you're working out by yourself, it shouldn't take you that long. It really shouldn't. It really shouldn't. And why does my gym only have two Smith machines? Even they need at least like 4 to 5 Smith machines because everyone and their mama wants to use that shit. And why do we have like an overload of cable machines and everyone uses them? Like, I'm gonna hog a cable machine today because I need to do lat raises, push downs, and I'm doing cable bicep curls. Why am I going like this? Bicep curls. So I'm hogging the machine for like 3 exercises just so I can get my workout in because I'm not dealing with this, babe. This is not going right. But I like it anyways, but I don't want to spend 2 hours there. Like, I'm not a 2-hour spender at the gym. Like, I really am not. And if I am, it's because I'm doing like cardio. And if I'm not doing cardio, because I like rarely do it, because I do cardio throughout my entire fucking day of me walking up and down the whole fucking campus, you know? So, like, I gotta go walk all the way home, and I gotta come back, and then I'm on campus, and it pisses me off, and I don't want to do this. It's annoying, guys. But, like, literally, I go in, like, I feel so overwhelmed, and then if I have an already overstimulating day and having to go to the gym to be double stimulated, I can't. I absolutely cannot. Because, like, what do you mean? Like, what do you mean? I gotta be double stimulated today. They're just testing me for real. No. I'm waiting for it to, like, pass, and it's March, and I can get back to my regular split, because I feel like I got a lot of gains out of that compared to a full body, but because now, like, my schedule's, like, all over the place, and there's days where I just don't want to go to the gym, or, like, there's days where it's just so full that I don't, like, the overstimulants just don't get me whatsoever, so I, like, do full body to at least hit everything once, and I can have multiple rest days, and I don't feel like I'm drowning myself in the gym. But I also don't have any fucking time because I'm fucking unemployedness, and I need a job, and I need something to do with my time, and I am employed technically, but I don't consider it employment. I don't know, it's very weird. I just need something to, like, really fill my time, and yes, doing this fills my time a lot, but I do it in, like, the most inconvenient times too, so look, this is what happens at the gym too. But yeah, anyways, I'm gonna give some tips on, like, what I think benefits me as a student in university, in a 4-year university as a double major, because I am a double major. I am majoring in psychology with a concentration in pre-grad, and in criminal justice with a concentration in forensic crime scene investigation. I know it's a very heavy title, plus 2 minors, so I'm really asking for a lot. But my advice for any like first years or anyone that's like starting college or anything, and if you're doing it by yourself, because I was a first gen and I still am technically, get a really reliable computer, something you can work with. Like iPad's good, but computer, get a laptop. You're gonna need a laptop and everything. So because I am a psych student and I have to do a lot of research and statistics, I have like a bunch of programs downloaded because of my statistics classes and stuff like that. So yes, get like any type of laptop that's compatible with most things, like anything with Microsoft, Mac, anything. Just get a laptop, for God's sakes. No Chromebooks. They don't allow Chromebooks for most of the things you can do, and no iPads. I do recommend an iPad if you genuinely feel like, if you're like a graphic design major, or like if you're very artsy. I do recommend that for like an iPad for you to use, but I'm now taking my notes on my iPad because I just upgraded recently. But I remember last semester I wasn't really using my iPad that much, and like my semesters passed. But that's because I had a shitty fucking pencil. So now I have a good pencil and I feel super smart now with it. Another thing I recommend a lot is having a planner, whether that, or like a calendar, whether that's like a physical calendar or a Google Calendar. I love having both, and I love having notifications for them. So for my planner, when the start of the semester happens, like the first week, you're not going to be doing much in your classes. Just be doing syllabus reviews, expectations, such and such, a lot of just yap from the teachers and professors. So during that week, try to go through all the syllabuses, or if they send them beforehand in your Canvas or whatever, look through all the syllabus. Usually they always give like deadlines and like estimated deadlines for like really major things, like major assignments, what chapters, blah blah blah. And always write them down, and then add them to your calendar, or add the Canvas calendar to your calendar. I love having that there, and I love when I get my notification like an hour or a day before, or like 30 minutes before class, to know like, okay, I gotta go to class now, blah blah. So like having them a reminder as a designated time, and also having like all your assignments, major exams, like exam reviews, anything that's like really major and like minor as well, to have it written down and have it like in your calendar so you don't forget about it. Because I would do that all the time, and I'd be like, oh fuck, I forgot to do this. Like it's in my thing. Like let me pull it up, bro. I have my book bag with me. I've like been carrying this shit like a backpacker, because I don't want to, like I haul ass because I don't want to go back home, and that's like a 30-minute walk, and I get lazy and I don't feel like it, guys. So this is my planner. Yes, it just says planner. I put 2026 because, porque si no, se me olvidar cuál año estoy yo. So I like that this thing has like it has like little tabs, and so this is what my planner looks like, if you can see it. So the purples are like the times I have class, and then I cross out let me fold it. I cross out any of them that I've done, or if I have a meeting and I cross it out, and then so I have checkpoints at the beginning of the week for my class, and I check them off when I'm done. So I have to check this one off, and then to look like my assignment is due in a week, so that means it's given this day and it's due the next. So I put a little arrow when classes start or when I don't have classes, when I have these assignments or readings due. Any like big things, any things I really need to prioritize, I put it right here. Even though it says goals, I don't look at this note area. Like I like to look at the lines. And so because I looked at the syllabus, I like pre-scheduled my stuff for next month all the way to the end of the semester. Please do that. Like that helps so much. Like so much. It helps a lot. right? And so I love doing that personally because it benefits me knowing when I have my shit due. So again, you don't need like a crazy planner. You don't need like a big fat ass calendar. You don't need a bunch of things. Maybe one little notebook is nice, but you have to remember what type of person you are, and if you're gonna be consistent with, sorry guys, if you're gonna be consistent with your Google Calendar or a physical calendar or like a physical planner. All depends on what you want. I like both, so I like to use both. Sorry, I went mute for a bit. So I'm about to pull up my iPad. Okay. Another thing I like to use, and because I use an iPad, for any iPad users that like to take notes, I was terrible at taking notes. Like I did not know what to write down. I did not know what I should be focusing on, blah blah. I like to do this when the teacher posts the notes a day before or a week before, or they're already posted. So a couple days before I have lecture, knowing the days I have lecture, so I do this for my stats class. So my lecture days are on Tuesdays. So on Monday, or the gap I have between my first class and my lecture, that gap I do my notes depending on how many they are. So I do my notes like usual, and then all the extra, which is all the pink parts or the extra writing and arrows and stuff like that, is stuff that she mentioned during lecture. So I like to kind of like write kind of what she's saying, what she's writing, what she's emphasizing on during the lecture, so I can look at it and be like, okay, this is what the teacher or what the professor said during the lecture. So you don't have to like go back and then, like having to write all the notes during lecture. You just write what she's saying, or like what sticks up to you, and then like you write it down because you already have like the notes, the complete notes. If they don't post it, just try to like emphasize the major things that they talk about during the lecture. That helps a lot. You don't have to write like everything word for word verbatim. It's really good just doing it like that. Like some classes are like that, sometimes they're not. But yeah, feeling very studious recently. But yeah, I recommend like writing notes by how the lecture goes, or like looking over the notes before class, or writing down the notes before class, so then you are able to look over them and be like, oh, like this is what's important, this is what I like, this is what the professor emphasized on. That's what I recommend with organization. A lot of people like to use Notion. I don't use Notion. I don't like it. I also like to keep like multiple tabs on my windows to keep all my shit organized, because if not, I'm like gonna shoot my brains out. But yeah, for like each one of the classes and stuff like that, and that's how I kind of keep everything in track. I'm like, okay, this is for this assignment, this is for this class, blah blah. For chat, I don't like to use chat right now. Right now we're on a chat no use. So when I do use chat, I tell it to like, hey, like help me out with this. Like, hey, what is this sounding good? Like, what do you think? Like, don't give me the answer, but lead me to the answer. Help me word this better, blah blah. Just so I can sound smarter, because sometimes I just don't want to sound smart at the moment. So it helps me like kind of refine my tone and the way I say things or write things. Sometimes with stats, like I have to, like currently I have to do like independent variables, samples, population, experimental, non-experimental. So I have to like figure those out of the prompt. I read the prompt. Sometimes I can't figure it out. I'm like, hey, like what makes this sound better instead of me saying this instead? So like it helps me a lot with like the way that I sound a little more, I guess, professional and more researchy, I guess is the word. Researchy. But yeah, use that as like a tool, not as like a generator to give you answers. It's good in some instances, sometimes it's not. That's how I like to use it. People can use it differently. It's all up to you. But yeah, I think like right now it's like a very weird time But I'm liking my schedule right now. Like, I'm liking how everything's going. Too much free time, IMO. But I like the free time. I get like days to just stay at home, but I really need something to do. I feel like I'm not doing anything. I'm going to the gym a lot. Yeah, I don't want to be at the gym that often. I just want to be at the gym every now and then, but fuck, I need to be there fucking every day now. But yeah, like I can't wake up. Like, remember guys, please wake up. Please wake up. Go to class. Like, a lot of the reason why I wasn't doing good was because I didn't show up to class. And a lot of the stuff that I would miss, I needed for the exams. And I was not on top of my bullshit because I was just being like a little lazy bum. And I do not recommend that, fam. I don't want you guys to fail. Yeah. Oh, fuck, my foot fell asleep. I'm dead. Fuck. Yo, but I feel like I've been doing such a good job with handling everything. I've like been trying to check everything off. I've been like on top of my shit. Right now, where I live, we're getting a snowstorm. I had to like I need to get water bottles now. I need to go and stock up on a couple food things that I need. God, it's gonna be absolutely brutal. I just know I'm gonna be on my porch drinking a beer and smoking a cigarette when the snow comes, so I can like feel aesthetic and feel like, wow, I don't get class tomorrow. Psych. But how the fuck do you think the gym's gonna be closed? I hope it's open so then all the people can feel lazy and I'll go and and I get to go. Yeah, that's my goal, just to have the gym all to myself. I can't believe this year, and I'm literally gonna go broke this year because I want to go to so many fucking concerts. Like, I'm this close on convincing myself to go to golf ball. This close. Because look, there's BTS tickets coming out in like 2 days because I did not get pre-sale, and like literally one of the people that I know got fucking barricade with early entry and fucking sound check. $800 though. Yeah, God forbid. The Lord wants me broke. The Lord wants me broke. But and then there's like ASAP Rocky that's going on tour. Peso Pluma's going on tour. I want to go to Gov Ball to see Pierce the Veil so bad. So bad. And I don't know who the fuck else is going on tour. I know Bruno Mars is, but I like Bruno Mars, but yeah. I want to go see Blood Orange too. I'm going to the Neighborhood. That was a war I won, thank God. Neighborhood. I don't know what else. There's like some other artists I really wanted to go see. There's like a bunch of artists I really want to go see, and I don't have the moolah for it. I fear. Like, let's hope, fingers crossed, that this brings me some income. Guys, come on, give me views so I can like afford things and I can take videos and then I can like show you guys. Yeah. I want to be peak influencer. Psych, I'm not doing that. No. No, but I've been liking this. I've been liking having these like creative sparks and everything. Like, okay, I know that this podcast came out of like a creative spark, but I I've been writing a short story. So I wrote a short story and it's about my mommy, and I told my friend about it, and he's like, oh, I want to read it, because he's like a cinema major. He's like a film major. And he's like, oh, I want to read it. And like, I wrote a script about it too, but I feel like I need to get more info out of my mommy. And I like really like my idea is to, because if you guys don't know me like that, I'm Jackie. I'm 20 years old. I am a college student, and my ethnicity is Hispanic. Right? That's my race, no? Anyways, my family is from Mexico and Honduras. I get a lot of Mexican representation throughout my whole life, but when I was growing up, I never got Honduran representation. I just kept being with my family, so it wasn't anything crazy. So I'm like, oh, let me be that representation, even though I don't look like super Honduran, but let me be that Honduran representation, and I can like make a short film about Honduran life there, because like I feel like it would be so good to do something like that. Like, I love the way Roma was filmed. It was so good. And the main actress, she was just like picked up from the streets of Mexico, and she knew the dialect. And I was like, girl, and you're Oscar like winner, Oscar winning actress. Absolutely peak. Like, they gave her an opportunity of a lifetime. Girl, give me an opportunity of a lifetime. I love talking to myself, and I feel like I'd be a great actress. I'm even doing this podcast in public. So, like, basically, I'm an actress now. Anyways, but I feel like I'd be really good at it in my head. I think it's gonna happen for me? I don't know. We'll see where life takes me. I've been thinking about like joining backstage and like actually being part of like short films and stuff like that, and like indie films and student films. Because when I was in high school, I did a short film and I acted in it and everything. Like, at the end of the film, I like died. It was so funny to do. It was a really fun experience I did when I was in high school. And I kind of had to stop going to the meetings because I prioritized soccer over it. So I was playing soccer more than going to drama club and stuff. I don't know where that short film went. I don't know if there's any content on it either. So yeah, I was tagged in one of them, but like I lost that account completely. Heartbreak emoji. I could maybe try and find it if I'm being honest. We'll see. But I've been thinking about doing that and maybe joining backstage and just doing a couple roles and maybe like reading a couple scripts and like doing like a couple self tapes, doing something like that. But I don't know. I've been like on the DL about it. I don't know. I just want to like stick with something creative and something I can feel really passionate about, because I feel like I need that to survive, because I feel like I'm gonna like absolutely like start shaking and quaking if I just stick with college, like school, and I don't have anything else to do with my life. And having like something creative to like focus on really helps me like feel sane. And I've always had a creative tick, so I feel like this is like my way of expanding it and like really like putting time into something I really like and enjoy. It takes a lot of my time though, and I don't know how to do most of it. Like, how the fuck can I do Adobe? I do Adobe Express, bro, because that shit is easy. But fuck trying to do this shit, bro. Fuck that shit. It's so atrocious. It feels like a waste of my time, but I'm trying my best, guys. Please. For fuck's sake, I'm trying my best. Please. I know this is like, the video is gonna be so weird because it's filmed in like such a weird landscape and it's pissing me off. Anyways, I'm about to hit a 30-minute mark here and I feel really nice and sweaty. And I'm ready to go to the gym in a bit, and I'm tired already. I'm pushing through it. If you know, you know. Like, I'm pushing through this day like my life depends on it. But yes. Anyways, guys, I feel like I will do an update on like how this goes for me and how like the continuous cycle of doing school, having these creative aspects, aspirations, and like maybe if I do any like film related endeavors and how that would go for me. But I really hope this goes well for me. I'm thinking about doing episodes on like my letterbox and like how I feel about letterbox and how like everyone is pissing me off about it, and what I think about it, and like how I like film and stuff like that. And then talking about like very cool like murder docs and like crime and stuff like that, and like things that really pique my interest, which is like certain shows like I be watching. So I watch Narcos all the time, and I watch the Mexican one a lot more, if I'm being honest, because it helps with my Spanish a lot. So I watch it and I like researched about it a lot, and I did a presentation about it, and I still have it, and I can literally show you guys the presentation on it. Like it's on Canva and it looks so cool. And I remember doing it on Miguel Angel Felix Gallardo, and I like want to do an episode about it and like pique your guys' interest on Narcos, because I've really really loved it when I was younger. Well, not when I was younger, when I did it. Do I have it? Am I cooked? No, I may not have it actually. No, where are all my projects? No, this is so. This is this is breaking my balls, bro. Okay, wait. I might have it actually. Let's see. I like to do. Oh, here it is. It was like an inmate project, and he's still an inmate to this day. So I was like, I might as well. Maybe if I like present it. Okay. I hope it shows properly. Yup. And it looked so cool when I did it. Yes. Oh, is it gonna let me like go to the next slide? Hello. I did like so much stuff on it. It was so cool to do. Oh yeah. I can like talk about it, and I can like give the presentation type shit. Anyways, guys, I can like talk about Narcos, and I can do it in Spanish, and I can do it. I'm gonna like perfect my Spanish type shit. I can talk about that. I can talk about like the Medellin cartel, Cali cartel. I can talk about like really cool movies I like, music I like to find, such and such. Oh, and stuff within my major, and like why I want to do my job, and why I'm Spencer Reed type shit. Type. Anyways, I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you guys are staying safe. I hope you guys are doing well this semester, this school year. But yeah, love you guys. Stay freaky. This is a bye from Jack. Oh wait, let me sync them. Fuck this shit.